Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. First, I want to start by saying thank you to all of those of you that commented on the last video, and you guys were just really nice and really consoling, and I really appreciate it. And a lot of you said, you know, I'll pray for you, or, you know, I'll pray for their family, and we'll have them in our mind and our prayers and our hearts and everything. And a lot of you know that I'm not religious. However, I appreciate the sentiment because their family is religious, and I know that there's not a lot you can offer to people when someone passes away. And so I appreciate that you guys are offering what you can. And yeah, I'm not gonna get too much into it because it's if you want to know what I'm talking about and you don't know what I'm talking about, go ahead and watch that video. But something else that people brought up in that video on a happier note was my weight, and usually people bring that up in a really negative way, but I'm about to go out to lunch with a couple of my family members, my mom, my brothers and stuff, and I have a few minutes, and so I thought, while I was sitting here looking through my Weight Watchers app, trying to figure out like how many points everything's gonna be because I already know what I'm gonna eat, I was like, oh, I should do the update video because a few of you mentioned, oh, it looks like you've lost weight or da-da-da-da. So you guys know I'm not like really huge on like weighing myself, but I've been doing some workouts. I showed you guys some of those workout videos recently, and I started the Weight Watchers program like, I don't know, like a couple of weeks ago, I think. And I just thought I'd give you guys a little update since some of you asked. So I've been using the app, and it's the Points Plus program. And I noticed that with, I think I mentioned that I used to do Weight Watchers a long time ago, like years and years and years and years ago. And I used to go to the meetings, and I don't do that now. I don't really have the time for it now, but I think it's cool that with the new program that they have like a live chat. So it's easy that if you need advice or you can't figure out what kind of points to, you know, whatever. If you can't figure out like what you should try to eat, or should you be bringing something when you go somewhere, if you're, you know, maybe plateauing or anything else, there's a live chat where you can talk to people that have sort of been through it and have successfully like lost the weight and kept it off. And I thought that was an interesting feature that sort of, like, you can still go to meetings, but with this particular plan that I'm on, you can have like the live chat, which is kind of basically the same thing that I used to get out of the meetings. Now you can get it basically straight from your phone or from the website, I believe. So I've been using the app. It's on my phone. It's really easy to use. You just scan the food if, you know, it's not already in there, which a lot of the stuff that I'm eating and drinking and everything, the points value is already in there. It's the exact brand and everything else. I just have to say how much I'm eating. And it's been really useful to keep track of when I'm eating. I don't eat big portions of anything really because I had my surgery, and so I can't really eat big portions of anything, but it is helping me sort of stay on track with my protein intake. And since I'm on the subject, I like this version of Weight Watchers better than the one that I was originally on way back in the day, where back then I believe they calculated the calories, the fiber, and the fat in the food. And now they don't even calculate the calories. It's based on the fat, the fiber, the protein, and the carbs. And so I like that idea better because I feel like so many of us are focused on the calorie that even when the calories that we're taking in, you know, they may be lower than something that's healthier, we think, well, this is better because it's less calories, but the calories that you're consuming can be filled with all different sorts of nutrients. And sometimes, you know, even though something has more calories in it, it is better for you than something with less calories, but those are empty calories and they're not really providing your body with anything that they really need, any good nourishment. So I really like that the focus of this like Points Plus program and that the Weight Watchers program as it stands today, I like the focus of it is now on what goes into those calories and what those calories mean as opposed to the actual number of calories. So I have a lot more points now than I did back then. Back then they was like in the 20s, and now I get like, I want to say I get 38 points, and then you get like your points that you get to use sort of throughout the week if you choose to, you know, if one day you want to have something extra or whatever, or you want to save them up, or you want to disperse them throughout the days of the week, whatever it is. What else? I wanted to mention one other thing. Oh, I tend to forget to eat. So I mentioned before that I have hypothyroidism, hypo with an O, hypothyroidism. So I have an underactive thyroid, and it's really out of control right now because, long story short, I didn't have insurance for like 2 months. And so while I was on a test dosage, I was supposed to get a blood test, but I didn't have insurance. So I couldn't get the blood test. So I couldn't get the right dosage. So I ended up being super out of whack, and I still am right now. We're working on getting me the new dosage. And so it affected my memory, and it affected when I wanted to eat and the fact that I didn't want to eat. But it also really affected my memory. And so I would wake up and I wouldn't eat until 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And the cool thing about the Weight Watchers app is that if you're not inputting any information, it'll send a little notification to your phone and be like, oh, we're sad. You're not tracking any food, or you're not tracking your weight, or you're not tracking this. Like, it'll send a notification to you to remind you you need to track what you're doing. And so I really like that feature. As someone that forgets everything, I'm constantly, like, me and Siri are BFFs because I'm constantly setting reminders and timers and this and that and notes. Like, just my phone is just full all the time. So I really like that feature of it. I think that's fun. But also I love that you don't have like the books that you have to flip through. If you guys use Weight Watchers before, you know what I'm talking about, where it was like a book of like everyday food, and then it was a book of like the restaurants, and then you had your little calculator thing. You know what I'm talking about, right? If you've ever tried Weight Watchers, you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, I like that everything's sort of in your phone and super easy to do because your phone is always on you. My phone might as well be another child, except I don't care if I drop it or lose it or run it over like I did last year. RIP iPhone 5. I'm sorry, I still love you. But yeah, I really like that everything's in the phone. And I think that's it. I just wanted to let you guys know. I've been liking it so far. In that haul, a bunch of you noticed or you mentioned, like, it looks like you're losing weight. I do think I'm losing weight because I've been shopping a lot more lately. And so my body just looks a little different. I wouldn't say I've lost 50 pounds, but my body looks a little bit different. My clothes are fitting me a little bit nicelier, a little bit nicer. Yeah, so I've been shopping a lot, and so obviously I've been very aware of my body and my sizes and everything else. So I've been enjoying it thus far. You can let me know if you want to have another update video on it. And really, I just wanted to get this video out because I want to tell you guys thank you for being so sweet and kind and saying such nice things in the last video. And I'm still probably not really going to upload anything else this week. I thought I would do this since it was kind of quick and easy, and the rest, again, I don't want to get too into it, but you know, the wake and everything else that's happening, it's going to be in the next couple of days. So it's not today. So I'm not, I'm not thinking about it as much right now, but it will be in the next couple of days here. And so I will still be on hiatus, but I just thought I would say thank you. I really wanted to say thank you, and I didn't want to respond to 300 comments. So I just thought I'd put this video out instead. Yeah, that being said, if you want to try the Weight Watchers program, like I said, I've been enjoying it. I think it's been helping me. It's especially helping me keep track of food, and that's something that I'm really interested in doing because I mentioned the allergy thing, and a bunch of you guys are like, yeah, girl, maybe you're allergic to trees. And I'm like, oh, I don't want to be allergic to trees. Like, they're everywhere. It's helping me just keep track of my food and sort of keep track of what I'm doing. And that's something I really needed in my life. I needed a little bit of stability when it came to my food and what I'm eating, and remembering, like, having a food diary basically of what I'm eating. So I've noticed that, I have more energy and I'm a little more ready to go, except without my medication, I'm still sort of behind. So without my medication, it's hard to lose weight, and it's hard to feel good, basically. It's hard for your body to feel good. So once everything's back on the up and up, and I'm back on my meds, which hopefully will be this weekend, and I've been on the Weight Watchers program for, at least a little bit longer here. Maybe I'll give you guys another update. You can let me know if you're interested. And if a bunch of you mentioned, I had weight loss surgery, and if you're interested in seeing anything about that, my story about that, let me know in the comments. And I think at this point I am mentally prepared to share that story and my journey with you. So give this video a thumbs up if you'd like to see that. And I think that's all I have to say. Again, thank you guys so much. And you guys are the best. I smile when I see those comments, and I also feel so bad for those of you that are in very similar situations right now. And so let's all just group hug. Let's just Okay, that was a good hug. So I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.